looking at that. That is just beautiful. Never gets old, does it? Jeepers, 700-800 in that thing. This is really fun. Whoa! Hey, we're losing power! Let's go! We're losing power, get the flashlights, help Baker get the other generator going. Get off the pot, help Baker in the engine room. Fire! Stay calm! Stay calm! I know I'm looking! Freeze! Flashlights now! I'm looking! Vessel 2-3 miles northwest. You ready? Is there a fire? Do you got it out? Get out of there! Give me a CO2! It's a big one. Big one's the bottom of the stairs. We don't have any fire. We don't have any stuff. Fire. Okay. Rick, talk to me. Come here. Don't go down, man. You stay. Get out of there. You get out of there. Stay calm. Stay calm! Vessel second gear, I think you're about 4 miles off northwestern. You read me? Whole panel was involved. Downstairs in the engine room? Yep. Okay, I'm ready. You going down? I'm down. Got it out! Open the big door! That guy didn't answer me on the radio. You okay? Mm-hmm. You okay? Good. Do you want to shut that main down? That's tank one. There's tank one, there's tank two. Yeah, but this guy melted. Ooh, that was bad. That's a pump. They both fried. Okay, let's get some air. Wait a minute. Get some air. It's not Edgar. Close that door. Probably open the wheelhouse door too. Well, I'll shut this one. Here we go. Mandy, just open that wheelhouse door. Yeah, open the wheelhouse door, please. It looks like it looks like it was the crab pumps. Those that triple breaker on number 1 and number 2, they're just melted. And then everything was melted on top because the flames were going up. But that's where it looks like it's to me. Because you can see it tried to trip. It was stuck dead center and it just melted. And then the other breakers were still on.
340 miles from land, an electrical fire has left the northwestern dark ship and dead in the water.
That's why you gotta have a watch. You know, had you guys not been on deck and we'd just been running out, the guy in the wheelhouse wouldn't have noticed that until it was probably way too late.
Wow.
We'll let it clear out completely and then see what we can do. We'll probably fire up again and see if we can get in manually. That's all I can think of.
With the fire extinguished, captain and crew must assess the damage, then hatch a plan to get home.
Okay, this radar is still, I don't have a screen, but the radar is on. We've got everything here. And I've got a GPS. This one's on 12, it looks like. How about this guy?
Down to emergency battery power, Captain Sig has limited time to get the boat systems back up and running.
Well, I mean, in the meantime, I've got manual steering, I've got main engine, I've got direction. I just don't know how long these 12 volts are gonna last on that stuff. I can turn off, I could probably turn off a couple of these radios.
Yeah. That's all one.
But yeah, this computer's 110, right? Oh Lord, let me think here. Let me think without that in my face, please. Looks like it started with this one or something.
Below deck, relief skipper Edgar Hansen assesses the tangled maze of melted wires.
Well, the majority of the heat's right here, so look at what happened. See all these strips in there? All the metal strips, that's power from one side to the other. I mean, we could isolate the 4-cylinder all by itself, take wires out and connect onto this side. But what do we got for pumps? You got one pump here. Well, we can run on one pump. You can move one to this side. You can move anything anywhere. It's going to be daylight in a couple hours. Right. So for me, I can make headway. So let's do that. So just make sure everything's battened down, doesn't get all over here. Yep. Okay? All right. We'll wait till you get up there and we'll fire up. When I hear it start up, I'm going to put it here. Okay? Yep.
While Edgar works to bring the crab pumps online, Sig will attempt to drive the damaged vessel back to Dutch.
Yeah, you probably got enough juice to start this thing, what, twice?
If the 12-volt battery can't start the 1,300 horsepower engine, the Northwestern will be at the mercy of the Bering Sea.
Okay, here goes nothing. Okay, try this again. Yeah. We still have a main engine. That's all on its own. He was able to get it in gear. Now they got to steer by hand. He's trying to make headway to Dutch for now. That's our first place we can go or should go. Close the gap between us and civilization. Right now I have the waypoint and I have my position. You know, everything's got to hold up for us here. Who knows? I'm trying to stay positive. That's all I can do.
185 miles northwest of Dutch Harbor, on the 108-foot Cape Caution.
Living on the edge. It's a gully that goes into the deep. We call it the edge.
Captain Wild Bill Wakrowski tracks down his first string of the day.
We got good weather. And unless they all walked off the edge, I think we'd have a pretty good pick coming up with about 90 pots. Bottom line, today, we're hauling a lot of gear.
In the galley,
You wonder what keeps the big way on the Cape Caution going. Big bowl of cereal with marshmallows.
the crew fuels up for the grind.
The plan is to let Nick and Zach haul some gear. And Zach has finally made a move to make it seem like he wants to do this.
Driving the boat, getting the buoys close, trying to like adjust speed. There's no real course to do this, you know, there's no book. Let's just go.
I'll say it again. I hope that Zach steps up and becomes more aggressive on the concept. There's a good chance that I'm going to invest in a boat that I'll run for a while, and then eventually he can possibly buy it back from me. If Zach doesn't pursue more knowledge, I will not buy a boat. Pretty plain and simple, and my story has not changed from day one. All right, you guys, here we go. Take care of me. If we see good clean crab in moderate numbers, I'll rearrange, and then we'll be able to go from there. We need to see some numbers today. Shitting. Oh, yeah!
Looks good. You got some big clean openings. Good number. What's close to what we're looking for? Put a dent in the tank this way. 300, 300. Yeah, there we go.
We got a lot of crab down there. Holy smokes. Amazing reflexes. The kid's quick.
Yeah! 340.
340. What the hell would that be? That's 500 pounds in one pot. Oh, this is way better than I thought I was going to be here. And I got 2 strings right next to it. Oh, yeah! I'd like to see each one of those guys haul a string. And I guess I'll probably have to go down, which is not the end of the world. I want these guys to learn, but I don't want it to be at the expense of the rest of the crew. All right, hey, we got 2 strings here. What I'm thinking is maybe teach you guys run the gear, stack a string of feet. So I don't know who would be first to do it or what you guys want to figure out, but explain it to me.
I'll do it. I'll do the first one.
Oh, look at all that excitement. Looks like Zach gave up the first opportunity, which I'm disappointed. I think that you're getting a shot at maybe being the captain of one of these boats. And the most enthusiastic thing you can say or do is go. I don't know. I was sure cut from a different mold.
This isn't a race to me at all. There's no competition here in my mind. Well, if it is, I'm already ahead. I already ran a boat this summer, so 30 pots really isn't that big of a deal.
What's up, buddy?
Well, I
How did the conversation go on who was going to run gear first?
It wasn't much of a conversation. I was just like, I'm doing it first. Guess we could have flipped a coin or something, but I don't know. I'm jumping to run the boat, so.
Well, anyway, so what we got here is there are 16 pots. We're going to start at the west. They're the red marks. Grab my gears. Slide up.
There it is. Again.
Don't run him over, Nick. Break a leg, buddy.
Got it, boss. My dream as a little kid was to be a captain of a crab boat. Bill's going to open up a door like that. I'm going to jump through it. Everything is a competition out here. Zach and I driving the boat, that's a competition. So if I was in Zach's shoes, I would be upping my game substantially. I would feel threatened if I was Zach.
75 miles east.
We're gonna drop right in the honey hole, baby.
On the 155-foot Wizard.
We've got 84 pots on board, and we're setting these off down towards the edge.
After stacking and moving 100 miles southeast,
We're looking for fresh grounds, fresh bottom, and we're looking for a fresh start.
Captain Keith has a day and a half before he has to head to port.
Let's go ahead and start setting off the stern. We got to really chew through them fast.
And hand over the helm to younger brother Monty.
Going over! Coming back full, baby! We were hauling, 5s and 6s, so hopefully we get 30s and 40s. At least we can work with that. We haven't really hit the jackpot yet. We need to see something, man! We need to see something! Go ahead! Hopefully we can get the gear set on enough to where put something in the bottom of the tanks. Wanting to start with a decent trip next trip.
With the season off to a slow start, Keith's plan is to set up his brother on more fertile grounds.
24 there. There's no way I can leave and leave the boat scratching. And you leave the boat in better shape than you found it. I'm kind of hoping to see something because we didn't see much for a couple of days. Hopefully the spot will blow up on us here and we can just get to grinding away. God knows we need to see something. As for the team, well, when Monty goes off deck, that's a big hit. That's a huge hit, Next trip, we're going to be going with a 4-man shift, and that means the guy is going to be really under a lot of pressure up there in the bait station. I don't think JJ or Mike can handle it by themselves.
So far this season,
Where's the bait? 2 bait guys can't put bait fed up to 2 bucks. Unbelievable.
the bait station has been the weak link on deck.
I think neither of you guys really have any idea who's in charge. Here's the deal. You're in charge. You're in charge of the station, okay? That means you're boss.
Forcing Keith to put some added pressure on Greenhorn JJ James.
We'd like to present you with the Bering Sea Bait Boss badge. You better wear it proud. Yeah. Loud and proud, buddy. My guess is at this point, JJ's life is going to become a living hell because I don't think my crew is going to let him slack in the bait station any longer. And that goes for paint chips too. So I would think right now at this point, those guys are going to keep an eye on that bait station to make sure those guys are doing their job properly.
I don't know when the bad streak's gonna end, but if you've got to turn it around here, I'm not gonna leave my brother high and dry.
Still 170 miles from land. On the Northwestern.
Right now, Egger's trying to get that panel cleaned up so that we can utilize our 4-cylinder engine and isolate a couple of those breakers so that we can at least get power to our crab pumps. That's our priority right now.
After a fire in the engine room took out the boat's electrical system, engineer Edgar Hansen has been working 24/7 to restore power.
I'm not touching none of this until he gives me the go-ahead. We're hand steering. Why does she feel like she's listing? Oh, that's a big-ass turn. Something's wrong. I'm gonna run down real quick and I'll be back. Okay?
Yeah.
You gotta take the hatch off. Open that hatch. Front tank is full. When we were drifting, it was already down a foot or two. That's come up. That tank is half full. So the water's coming in from here. There's an opening here and it's coming in and it's filling. We put a plate here, it wasn't supposed to happen, it's happening. So it's slowly filling up. It's about 2 to 3 feet down. This is where it's coming in and going out, right here. This is the bad one, half.
Without power to run the pumps, the water level in the crab tanks can't be regulated. Shifting water causes what's known as a slack tank. This imbalance can tip the vessel too far to one side, capsizing it.
This bad situation went to worse. We have 2 slack tanks. Slack tanks is one of your worst things to have. Slack tanks and fires. Right now we got both of them.
With the boat becoming less stable, Edgar is in a race against time. Back online, Edgar must negotiate a rat's nest of burnt wires and bad connections.
Pump number 1, pump number 2, pump number 3. To those compressor. .107, 105. Come on, baby. Yeah! And there was light. And it was good. And we have a pump. We can just get power.
Turn it on the steering.
Okay. Really? Okay, don't touch Mandy. Or get her straightened out. Norm, can you turn on that GPS that runs this autopilot, please? Get her going, keep her on 105. Yeah, this one. So I now have, okay, here we go. Okay, Mandy, don't touch.
Fresh water, hot water.
Oh, yeah! Yeah, I got it. I got steering. I have manual. Okay, Mandy, you're on watch. Get in here. Hey! There, a little easier. Keep this at 104. Sit right there. Steer. Right there. Rudder, this. Awesome!
Edgar surprises me every day. He never went to school, no nothing, but most of the fishermen that I know, they never went to school. They've learned everything they do know from experience, from failure alone, It takes time to work things back up, and that's how they learn, by pulling things apart and putting it back together and coming into these situations.
And that pump, you're just on that aft pump. I got all three pumps going. Oh, no. We're out of here. I'm going to Dutch. Okay, good job. Thanks.
...280 miles northwest.
Come on!
On the 107-foot saga.
Bunch of garbage.
Dirty. All
Junk. Not the crab I'm looking for.
For the past 3 weeks, Captain Jake Anderson has had a tough go of it.
The shallower I go, I'm just seeing a lot of small crab. They're really dirty, and the plant's not going to like that. The buyers aren't going to like that.
And this string is no different.
We'll grind on this until we run out of crab. That's my strategy.
With an offload quickly approaching, the skipper has no choice but to stay put.
Garbage. Garbage, garbage. We're in the wrong neighborhood.
I love dirty and small in that one.
We have a lot more work ahead of us.
Can't help but to feel a little bit defeated. It's only one string. I'm gonna feel a lot better though when I do find the crab. I will. It's just a matter of when.
I got. Oh, already do this. Whoa. Oh. Go ahead.
Are you kidding me, dude?
Don't tell me the hydraulic stuff.
The picking winch just stopped working.
The hydros shut down, leaving the 800-pound pot swinging dangerously.
Hold on. I'm trying.
You guys, watch out.
Gosh, damn it.
Hold on if you can. Keep holding on to it, fellas.
What the? I can't with. Then you got a pot to swing it. Really can't have that. I'm gonna kill somebody.
Man, we've got lots of pressure. I don't understand this. It's almost like one of the valves is open and it's bypassing or something.
Here it comes. Son of a
Nice job, fellas.
gosh, damn it.
Don't worry about that. Just keep pushing forward. The processing plant in St. Paul closes in 11 days. I still have crab that has to go there. I don't know what I'm gonna do if I don't have my crab into the plant. I can't stop hauling.
Under pressure to produce, Jake continues to fish with unreliable hydraulics.
Must dig through to get to the gold.
This boat, man. This is when I get mad at the people that had it before me. Austin, get the away from there. Get away from there, dog. Run! Run! Watch out!
On the Saga,
Get away from there, dog. Run! Watch out! Run! Oh my God. I can't work like that. I can't do that, Jake. What the? What are we gonna do about that? We're gonna kill somebody. Pick stuck. It stopped working.
My heart pounded. Hydraulics wouldn't go anywhere. The pot is up in the air, swinging wildly all over the place, ready to take out everything.
Oh my. The pick stopped in the air. They're trying to hold on to it. Thing swung way out. Everybody ran, and then I dropped the boom. Hydraulics are an issue. They're pissed.
You can't fish like this.
It's that kind of that makes me just want to go home. I don't want to put anybody in danger. I don't want to be in danger.
unwilling to risk a catastrophic accident, Jake leaves his gear in the water and heads for port.
Came out here to make money, not to get hurt. What a good morning.
"275 miles southeast. On the Cape Caution.
We are on the edge. These are some beautiful crab and getting great numbers. So, what are my plans for Zach?
Dialed in on the crab, Captain Wild Bill Bukowski has been giving hauling lessons.
So far, I'm a little disappointed in Zach's motivation to learn how to fish. Part of me wonders if he even wants the job. There's so much that is right here for the asking for Zach, and there's so much that he, for whatever reason, doesn't seem to want to step up and ask, and grasp or grab or go after. I'm really perplexed about the whole deal. But yeah, I want to get him up here. And we're now 6/10 of a mile from the first pot.
After giving deck boss Nick McGlashan his shot, it's time for the captain's son, Zach, to take the wheel.
What I'm thinking is we got like 3 strings left over here. We'll run those. Everything should have silk on it. I think, Zach, you can run this next string. So you might head up there and see what you got to do. get it figured out. Let the guys one day know when they got to be out there. And
Okay.
in the beginning, you should go for perfection. Go for like the smoothest, most exact motion you can. You know, it's look at it as like your own competition every string.
Okay.
So you're pretty much going to be running west. This should be a pretty easy string to run other than it's in the dark. So have some fun, but think about it. You want to be the best you can be, so.
Okay.
Zach's in good next string. I think he's gonna do good. He's gotta do good.
Coming up.
Give me help.
Next time.
Don't make my shots too tough. I don't want to look bad.
Oh! Captain's on deck again. A little bit different for me is trying to find these bags at night. The few times I have run gear, it's been during the daytime. So nighttime is a whole nother game. I'm not worried about making my dad proud. I'm just worried about doing a good job, keeping the guys safe. You know, I ran a boat this summer, and even if he doesn't ever pat me on the back for it and publicly say that I did a good job, I know I did a good job. The next step for me is just, you know, running crab boats.
That's doing it all right. Get us on the bag before we get the crab going.
My dad decides to buy into a boat and something, I hope that I'm that option to go with. It has nothing to do with me being aggressive about it. I want it. You don't have to always be the first guy through the door.
2 more in the water here. Now I got to figure out what to do with them.
Last one coming up, guys. Good job. Thank you.
Hey, you did a fantastic job of that.
On the moment of truth. Get the report from the boss.
How'd you do?
I was going to ask you that question.
Seemed like there was pots there all the time, so that's what it takes.
What do you think I have to do more of to be up here more? Obviously, you're the stamp of approval.
I'll tell you this short and sweet. I really would like you to come up and talk about how and why more. For me to be involved in that boat, I would like to see a lot more effort on this. You have your foot in the door with the tendering. I just don't want you to think that anybody's ever just going to say, "Here, Zach, go crabbing."
Never said that.
Well, I'm just telling you, Zach, if you want the seal of approval, if you want to do it, you got to put more effort into it. Come talk to me. I'll be happy to try to explain some of this to you. Part of the reason I'm still doing this is so you can make the step. And I know I'm sometimes in saying thanks and you did a good job. But at the end of the day, it's my goal to do the best job I can, and I'd love to teach you more about what I do. I'm trying to push you up the stairs, man.
It's better sit down. So, all right, I just always said that. Appreciate that.
All righty.
With the Saga and Northwestern both limping to port, the Wizard is within striking distance of the top spot.
I am freaking out for coffee like you have no idea.
Sid wants coffee.
Coffee. Come on, keep it boiling. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now stir it. Witch's brew. Stir it.
See, you guys are using your time productively. Have a tea party up here where I'm working.
Could have been a little stronger. I got my fix. Now I'm going to get my smoke, have my coffee, and pretend like this didn't happen. Coffee! Ha ha!
165 miles north of Dutch Harbor. Aboard the Wizard.
Coming up. We'd have to see some serious, major, big-time fishing down here on the edge.
Boy, we got to catch some crab right now.
Captain Keith Colburn hauls his last string.
I told Monty before the season I'd leave after I put in 2 good trips. It's not that I don't trust Monty to catch crab, it's just I don't want to leave him high and dry.
Before giving up the helm to younger brother Monty.
Hopefully the final push here will put some crab on the boat. I really want to see some crab in that spot.
Let's get fired up. Let's get fired up. Woo! Oh, man. Don't look good.
The door's not covered. That's not what we're after. A little more than that, guys. A little more than that.
We got 18.
Come on, guys. We need some crab here.
Bummer. 24, 2 more.
You know it's bad when a 24 count shows up and you're actually not too bummed out because the 2 previous counts were single digits or teens.
Where did you just go with those 2 bait jugs? Why did you take those up there?
Just from here, I can look up there and see that there's no bait jugs hanging, so there's no bait hanging up there.
Adding to the skipper's frustration,
That don't fly, all right?
the bait station can't seem to get out of its own way.
Kind of just going off right now. I think it's because we're not touching a lot of crab.
We don't dodge work on this boat, JJ. You're fluffing.
Right now, Captain, it's getting bad because we don't have a lot of frags out there. We're not doing it how it's supposed to be done.
Little things that add up to big things. I can't be spending energy and time and thought on how these guys are baiting these spots or whether they're doing their job. They've got to get it done.
Oh, Keith is taking it just like you'd expect him to, not happy one bit. And I don't blame him.
Trip from hell is almost over. We're just about there. I got 2 more pots to haul. Right there. One more after that one. 52. Everything has gone to hell on us here. You know, I told Monty before the season I'd leave after I put in 2 good trips. Well, I haven't put in 2 good trips. It's all on my brother's shoulders right now. Heading back to town with my tail between my legs.
"165 miles south.
Well, we're in Dutch Harbor. We're just tying up.
The Northwestern limps into town.
Boat's gonna have to be shut down completely. It was a fire, and I don't know the extent of the damage.
After being forced off the fishing grounds, the fate of Captain Sig Hansen's season is uncertain.
We may have to fly parts in, and until they assess the situation, we're not gonna know. My biggest concern is, how long is this gonna take? Clock's ticking for us. Over 30 hours in. We just lost over a day and a half. Who knows how long this is going to take to fix? Didn't want to see this place until we were full. Now we're empty and broken. Is that good? As far as a bad situation, we're in the best spot we can be. Main thing is everybody's okay. I just really am bummed out about the fishing. Just move the gear. I can't swallow it. It's tough. It's like you're the thrill of the hunt and then it's over before it started. And there was no light.